Dr. Ragib Hasan is a computer scientist, educator, and author. He is an associate professor of computer science at the University of Alabama at Birmingham. He was born in Chittagong to M.D. Shamsul Huda, a government officer, and Rebeka Sultana, a school teacher. He studied in Chittagong Collegiate School and Chittagong College. Hasan excelled as a student. He stood fourth in the merit list of the Secondary School Certificate (SSC) examination, and stood first among hundreds of thousands of students at the Higher Secondary Certificate (HSC) examination. Hasan studied computer science and engineering at the Bangladesh University of Engineering and Technology (BUET) and graduated summa cum laude. He received the Chancellor Award and Gold Medal from BUET for securing the top position among students from all departments. After joining BUET as a lecturer and teaching for 6 months, Hasan came to the United States for higher studies. He received his master's in computer science in 2005 and PhD in computer science in 2009, both from the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. After working at the Johns Hopkins University for 2 years as a research scientist under a prestigious fellowship from the National Science Foundation, Hasan joined the University of Alabama at Birmingham as a professor of computer science. He is the founder of UAB SECRETLab, where he explores research in computer security and cloud computing. For his research, he has won multiple awards, including the prestigious Career Award from the National Science Foundation. Hasan lives in Birmingham, Alabama with his wife, Dr. Jaria Afrin Chowdhury, a psychiatrist, and their 2 children, Zaayan and Rineeta Zoyee. Hasan has founded and led multiple projects to popularize the use of Bangla in Wikipedia and in e-learning. Hasan is the author of 6 best-selling books, including Gobishe Hatekari, Introduction to Research, Mon Prakashol, Mind Engineering Bidyakashol, Study Techniques, and Biganiter. Kondo Karkhana, Amazing Stories of Scientists, Volumes 1, 2, and 3. He is the founder of Shikhak.com, the first large online Bangla e-learning website. For his activism he has won multiple awards, including the 2013 Google Rise Award, Information Society Innovation Fund Award, and the Best of Blogs and Online Activism, the BUET Award 2014 from Deutsche Welle for his Bangla Braille project. Lilabatai's activities. The preparation for a marriage is in progress in the whole house. A lot of fuss and pomp. And why not? Bhaskharacharya is the best mathematician of medieval India, and Lilabatai is the name of Bhaskharacharya's beloved daughter. Today it is her marriage. Wasn't there certainly a lot of fuss about this marriage? A famous astrologer had counted Lilabatai's lunar birthday during her early childhood and brought out her horoscope details. The results had made the astrologer's face dark. He informed Bhaskharacharya, Lilabatai's future was very dark. She would neither marry nor bear children. Bhaskharacharya was very sad. A daughter so dear to him, and she had such a fate? Is there no way out, astrologer sir? He asked. Yes, there is a way. I have calculated this auspicious time for her. If you can get her married exactly at that time, you can avoid this curse. That day Bhaskharacharya had written down the favorable time from the astrologer. The auspicious time slowly came. Everyone was active so that the time did not elapse. Bhaskharacharya thought he couldn't let this time go at any cost. But during that period, there was no alarm clock. How to understand when it was the right time? Bhaskharacharya found a solution quite easily. He got hold of a water clock. It was almost like a sand clock, 2 glass containers set one atop another. The upper container had a hole at its bottom. Water was poured into the top container. Water started to drip into the bottom container. When the top container became empty, it was understood that the fixed time was gone. Bhaskharacharya poured the right amount of water in the upper container, so that it became empty at the auspicious moment of marriage. Now the duty was to wait only, when the container would get empty. Lilabatai felt impatient. She was ready with her bridal dress, ornaments and lac dye. When was the marriage time? She came to the water clock again and again. Was the top container empty? Trouble came out of this seeing again and again. A small pearl fell from her necklace of pearls without Lilabatai's knowledge into the top container of the water clock, and it closed the hole of the clock. Water was no longer dripping into the lower container. As a result, time could no longer be counted. Lilabatai was not aware of that. She was looking at the water clock, and mentally weaving dreams of the future. But why was not time going forward anymore? She brought Father Bhaskara to the clock. The latter saw that the watch had stopped for that little pearl, and the time of marriage? It was long gone. The prejudiced groom party and others considered losing the time of marriage an evil, and cancelled the marriage. Leelabatai's heart broke and Bhaskara too broke down. To make his daughter happy, he promised to her, the book he was writing on all aspects of mathematics will be named Leelabatai, so that his unfortunate daughter was forever remembered by the people of the world. Photo A page of the book Leelabatai. The book Leelabatai was finished in 1150. This book of mathematics all along contains Leelabatai's activities. Bhaskara has remembered his dear daughter in the discussion of almost all mathematical problems. They were written in the form of dialogues between Leelabatai and her father. And why not? To make the broken-hearted Leelabatai happy, Father Bhaskara used to gossip with her, used to discuss all mathematical problems to console her. Leelabatai was herself a genius. She was very good in mathematics. Her fate had changed because of that tiny pearl, but she is worthy of being remembered forever in world history, in an outstanding book of mathematics. The Wheel of Fate, back against the wall versus very good luck. Is there any end in life? Your back is against the wall today, does that mean tomorrow will be similar? Come, let us listen to a person's tale. The life of that student of mathematics of China didn't continue in a straight line. The terrible cultural revolution of China forced him to spend his boyhood and early youth without studies. When he returned to study much later, the meritorious student first got his undergraduate degree in mathematics, then went to the USA to study with a lot of hope. In 1991 he even got his PhD in mathematics from Purdue University, one of the best in the USA. In most cases the next story is of getting a lot, big job, car and house. But it didn't happen in this student's life. Misfortune always accompanied him. This unfortunate student, so fond of mathematics, didn't get a job at any cost. At one stage he said goodbye to shame and started to deliver food, worked as a delivery man of a Chinese restaurant for a poor salary. Then took the lowest paid job of a Subway fast food restaurant, which was unthinkable for a doctorate. But what to do? Misfortune is always following him. 8 years passed like this. After a lot of hardship, he got the job of a lecturer of mathematics in an unknown university in 1999 at the age of 44. No, not as a professor, he was taken in a lower position, and there this mathematician spent 14 years without promotion. After 2001 for 12 years, he couldn't publish any research paper. After that came 2003. He was then 58. This mathematician, lonely and working quietly, suddenly surprised the world of mathematics with a research paper. A problem of prime numbers, twin prime conjecture, nobody could solve for a few hundred years. This quiet mathematician through a paper advanced a big step in solving that problem. Very quickly that paper was examined by wise mathematicians and published. The golden deer of fate finally came to the grip of that unfortunate mathematician, Yitang Zhang. Received big prizes in mathematics right in 2013 Ostrowski Prize, and such prizes he continuously got in 2014 too. From lecturer he jumped 2 ranks at a time, and became a professor. And then? Yitang Zhang received the MacArthur Foundation Fellowship, which is considered a big prize for geniuses, whose value is $625,000. This is given as a recognition of the work of the highly gifted only. So Yitang Zhang's good luck has dawned. But what do you have to learn from his story? This: that the time of a big change in life or fate never ends. Your back can touch the wall, but change comes, it must. Try if Yitang Zhang, after doing odd jobs for 8 years, can change his fate on his own efforts, then why can't you? You certainly can. Because you will shape your fate. Age doesn't matter, the time for changing your fate never ends. You will shape your fate, and when, will decide that too. Only you. Translated by Junaid Al Haq.